Hello everyone, this is Pilpoh and welcome to my ATM ore and smithing template guide for All the Mods 9. So first off, I've got to give a little shout out to the Nature's Compass and the Structure Compass. A little less so on the Structure Compass, but we'll come back to that. The Nature's Compass lets you find biomes just by right clicking on it, and it is super cheap. So if we have a look at the recipe right here, we just need a regular compass, which is iron and redstone, and some logs and saplings, and job done. You got yourself a Nature's Compass. So this is really good. We're going to be making extensive use of this in today's video. So first off, we want to set ourselves to a deep dark because we're going to go find all the modium. So we're already there. I did find one. If you don't find one of these, what do you call it, ancient cities, then don't worry about it. As long as you can find some all the modium, or even better, well, it's not even better, but it's pretty good if you also find yourself whatever they're called, the shriekers and the sensor things, these things, right? So if you find these and a shrieker in just a regular deep dark that isn't one of these, and you're able to summon a warden, that is one of the ways that you can get all the modium. There is a quest for this, so if you go to the bounty board, there's a quest right here. It says kill the warden, and you get one all the modium. Now, one all the modium is kind of all you need from the overworld, and then you can go into the mining dimension. There's lots of all the modium there. I will go over that in a second. So once you got your first all the modium, you can make yourself a teleport pad. Now, this teleport pad does require the all the modium nuggets, which you can get from the ingot you're given, and you can use this in the overworld to get to the mining dimension. So I've already put that down over here. By the way, there's some all the modium right there. So you can find that in this ancient city that we are at right now. Once you've got the teleport pad, you can shift, right click. I think it has to be with an empty hand. I'm using a chunk destroyer right now just to unveil the amount of, there we go, the amount of all the modium that is in the mining dimension. So this is a lot less than it used to be. This is only a 5x5 chunk radius, but this is definitely a lot less than it used to be. There used to be quite a lot per chunk, but this is still pretty good. Obviously the chunk destroyer cannot mine all the modium, so you're gonna have to manually do that. But if you've got some sort of flight, jetpack or whatever, you can land on this. You do need a netherite pickaxe. That is one of the requirements to be able to mine this. So if I put myself, well, netherite pickaxe first. Netherite pickaxe. If I put myself in survival mode, just like that, you can see it's probably not the best one to mine. Oh, only got, yeah. You're only going to get one out of it. Unless you've got fortune. If you've got fortune on there, it does, like, make it better. So, yeah, keep an eye on that. You are going to need a netherite pickaxe to upgrade using the smithing template, which I will show you how to get in just a second, to get yourself an all the modium pickaxe. So this smithing template, since my video that I did on it recently, I say recently, it's not really recently, but since my video on getting all the smithing templates came out, it has moved. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back through the, I'm not in creative, there we go. We're going to go back through the portal that we just made and go back to the ancient city. Just like that, we're back in the ancient city. If we were to fly over here, the best way that I've seen to look for it, for the suspicious clay, which by the way does spawn now in the ancient city, not in the trials or trails or whatever they're called from the latest version of Minecraft. If you fly along like this, actually if you go up the sides, so there's one right there. Oh, there's one over there as well. Here we go. We've got ourselves some suspicious clay. Now I do have a brush, and all you do is you sweep this along, and there you go. You get yourself a smithing template right there. Now, by this time, I'd suggest getting something set up for netherite, so you can duplicate this. Originally, when this first came out, you could not duplicate this, so you'd have to get like a bunch of them. But now you can just dupe it, just like you can with the smithing template for netherite. So yeah, there's how you get the smithing template for allthemodium, and how you get allthemodium. At the end of the episode, I will show off a few ways to automatically just generate a bunch of allthemodium and vibranium and unobtainium, so stick around for that. Now, next up on the list, we are going to look for either warped forest or a crimson forest. I'm going to go warped because, I don't know, I prefer blue over red, apparently. And here we are. We are in the warped forest right here. Now, it actually says it on here. I kind of cheated a little bit because I'm using the site, charm things that you can get. That is using some of these things, but you need vibranium first, so obviously you wouldn't have these. You will have to use your eyes a little bit and walk around, and this one was actually quite obvious. Damn it, apotheosis. Yeah, this one was quite obvious. It was right there. I actually didn't even see this one off of the charm, but there's another one right there. Now, oh, I didn't mean to... Okay, whatevs. There's another one here. Luckily, we have this one. So, this one here, you can't use a netherite pick on. You need to use a allthemodium pick. So, you do need to get the upgrade for the netherite pick to be able to mine this. Now, what I suggest you do is, just like in the mining dimension, you set up a chunk destroyer, and you chunk destroy this entire area. Now, I do see a lot of people just like pillaring all the way up to the top, and then, they go all the way up until they hit bedrock, and then they stick their chunk destroyer down. Now, there is ways to get out of the nether onto the ceiling, right? So for that, you use a ender pearl, just a regular ender pearl, and some ladders. So if I get some ladders and I put them like right here, and okay, I need to fly so I'm catching onto this. There you go. I'm now pointed like right in that corner with the ender pearl, and you use the ender pearl and you get yourself on top right here. Now, you got to have a way of getting home, so you can do a /spawn, or if you set your home up, you can do /set home or whatever. That is one way to get home, or you can bring a waystone with you. There's loads of ways to transport yourself in Allthemods 9. But whilst you're up here, you might see that I've opened up the map again. What we can do is we can maybe come over to here, set up a chunk destroyer, and chunk destroy this entire area where the warp forest is. Now, again, because these do not get destroyed or picked up or anything by, in fact, if we go stand on it, it will have little red particles, right? Oh, it doesn't anymore. Interesting. Well, as you can see, even with the netherite pickaxe, it won't break the vibranium, which I think is a really good feature, because otherwise you might accidentally break it with the netherite instead of the allthemodium. But anyway, yeah, because if you've done a chunk destroy of this entire area, again, the only thing that will be left is vibranium. So you should be able to fly around. Oh, I forgot that I was not in creative mode there. Brilliant. Okay, you didn't see that. Yeah, so the only thing left will be the vibranium. So you can, again, fly around with your allthemodium pickaxe. I would suggest landing on them and then just mining them out, and you'll get a load of vibranium that way. Now, to get the vibranium upgrade kit, or whatever you call it, smithing template, we want to find a bastion. So I'm going to do the command for it, because this might be useful for a few people that are getting proper desperate. So we want to look for just Minecraft bastion. I think that's what it is. So if we go all the way down here, bastion remnant, enter, and then what you can do, you can just click on that and hit enter, and that puts you right in a bastion, or near one at least. Here we go. I found a proper bastion. So I've been finding loads of the crappy bastions, the ones that don't really have anything in them, but it is a real bastion, and I don't remember which side it is either. I think it's this side. right here. I love how they put loads of soul sand in here now to, yeah, distract. So, that's what we're looking for right there. Suspicious soul sand. Highly recommend you put a block underneath it before you do your brush. Oh, and don't do that either. There's another one here. That's fine. I meant to do that. Yeah. There you go. So now we are going to right click and that's going to brush that. And that is going to get us the vibranium upgrade kit thing, whatever you call it. Yeah. Again, with this one, you are going to probably at this point have a load of Allthemodium, so you can duplicate this. It's going to be really good. Ancient Stone is actually where we're going to go in a minute with the teleport pad. We're going to go to the other, and we're going to get some Ancient Stone whilst we're there for upgrading the, or duplicating, I should say, the Vibranium upgrade kit. For this next one, we're going to have to go to the end. So that's where we're about to go. It's not as easy as it used to be to go to the end anymore. So once you've done everything you need to do in the end, so as in killed the Ender Dragon, you want to use your Nature's Compass and set it to End Highlands. And we're already there because I used the locate thing. But in the End Highlands, you will find unobtainium ore, just like that. Again, you can't mine it with netherite or anything. You have to use a vibranium pickaxe, I believe. You might be able to use Allthemodium, but you might as well upgrade to vibranium if you want to get the unobtainium tools. So, yeah, it's not as easy as just like digging and you find it. What I would suggest, again, is to set down a chunk destroyer and destroy this whole island. Once the island is completely destroyed, the last thing left will be some of these unobtainium ores. There we go. In the nether it is. This will take us to the other. Now, unfortunately, it keeps doing this. It keeps like spawning you directly in. But there is the shapeless escape tunnel that you can use. And all that will do is, well, it will give you a way to escape. I'm just going to fly out of here, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to go back to shapeless. To do this, you hold shift and your Ultimine button. Here we go. So I'm in creative right now. No fly zone is a thing, so you won't be able to fly around in the other. But what you will be able to do is use a structure compass. And that's not at all what I wanted to search for. If we do one of those, we can use this to find an Allthemodium dungeon. So it might not say that there's one near enough by. You can go in any direction, but just keep going in that one direction, and every so often, periodically, like try and check this. So if we click it, it says that it's basically right here. I'm already here. I cut that bit out, but we flew over here. Now, what you're looking for is a library. So, I can't remember exactly where it is. I'm just going to go down. So, in the middle here. Yeah, just go all the way down. I think it's down here somewhere. Oh my goodness, there's so many noises down here as well. Peace and quiet right there. So this is the library. This thing right here is the library, and there is a redonkulous amount of spawners. You know it's the library because it's got like all the bookshelves and stuff, right? And I can't remember which one it is. I already found it and I middle clicked. There it is. So it's these ones here in the library. I think it might be the ones up above as well, but don't quote me on that. I didn't find any in these ones, but yeah, this is where you find the unobtainium smithing template. Now, if we grab that one, which one was it? Okay, it's over here. There it is. Again, you can use this with some vibranium. So hopefully by this point you'll have a lot of vibranium, and you can duplicate this. So you get, well, you use one and you get two, and then you can do that again and get another two, and so on per one you have, and then get thousands of them hopefully. So that is how you get all of the ores and all of the smithing templates. Now here comes the little bit where I talk about how to automate some allthemodium, vibranium, and unobtainium. So there's two main ways. There's more than two, but these are the two that I'm going to tell you guys about. And that is lasers from industrial foregoing. So you do need an ore laser base, which does require allthemodium, or at least an allthemodium pickaxe, and some vibranium gears, which is just a lot of vibranium. If I'm honest, the vibranium one is the hardest one to find because it's just a pain in the nether. You can barely see anything, you have to fly around like all the time, and it's not really spread out very nicely in my opinion. So yeah, this one's the most painful to get, and it's the one you need the most for the ore laser base. You also have to get quite far through industrial foregoing, but the reason that I'm talking about the ore laser base here is because if we go allthemodium right here and we look up this, you can see it right here. It actually shows you in JEI. So what you want to do is you want to go to a deep dark and use the ore laser base and some laser drills and some of these yellow lenses, and you want to set it between 2 and 20, and that's how you get raw allthemodium. You won't always get raw allthemodium from this. I'll actually go set one up and show you what I mean. So I have set this up in the deep dark right now. I'm only using 8 laser drills, so you can actually use more than 4 here, by the way. You can actually have another one like right up against this. So if I do that right there, so it's pointing into that. You can also have one above it like that, and that will point like down into that. You can see it's like still feeding it. And again, you can have one underneath, but ignore these for now. I'm just showing you the basic concept. There's loads of ore laser base like tutorials out there, so I'd suggest going to look at those. I did stick all the upgrades in, all the add-ons, and I put the add-ons in here as well. So you can see right here, I've set this to a depth of 4, and I put a yellow laser lens in there, and that just got us like a bunch of stuff. Brilliant. I didn't realise it got you GregTech stuff. That's pretty good. Not bad actually. But this one has got a yellow laser lens. I think it's yellow that you need for this. Indeed it is. I actually don't know if it's yellow. If I put the yellow laser lens in like that, if that has any effect on the getting of raw allthemodium. It seems to. Okay, so the more of these that are in there, the more it focuses, because the rest of these are not from the yellow laser lens, are they? Okay, I think that's conclusive proof that more laser lenses, the better. So yeah, definitely put those in. As it says on here, you want to make sure you set the height. So I did that off camera because listen to this noise as I go up and down. Yeah, really annoying. And this was set to -30 at first. So yeah, that was a lot of spamming. But you can actually probably set up loads of these, or you can set up more and more of these laser drills to like feed into this. There's a bunch of really good setups out there. There's one which uses modular routers to power the ones that are inside, and that way you can literally like encase a laser drill. You can encase it completely, and there's no way of like feeding power to it except wirelessly, and modular routers can do that, which is kind of awesome. Now I would suggest you set the output for this. You say push to the top, and then you get yourself a ender chest, just like this. Stick that on top like that, and you'll see that it does fill this up. Oh, also, if you didn't know this, ender pearls. Get a bunch of ender pearls, and you can shift right click them onto the ender chest, and it turns it into a bigger ender chest. So that's quite useful. Anyway, that's a really good way of getting all the modium. That is the best way, in my opinion, of getting all the modium. Another way is bees, but I'm not going to go over bees in this episode. I just want to mention bees. The other thing you can also do is there's a thing from Evilcraft. I haven't covered it in a video yet, but I intend to do it in its own separate video at some point. There's a thing in Evilcraft where you can basically encapsulate a biome and then like release it. Now, whether you want to be an unobtainium beast in unobtainium gear like this with an unobtainium sword, or you want to be an unobtainium wizard with the new unobtainium spellbook that we've got right here, then this is how you get the smithing templates and all of the different ores for you to smelt up. Special mention should probably be for occultism right here, because occultism has a 6 times processing on the unobtainium, vibranium, and all the modium ores, and all the rest of the ores as well. But yeah, the crushing spirit is very, very useful. We've done that in several series before, but yeah, very useful, and it's definitely worth mentioning. Right, that's now the video over. I'm just going to quickly plug a few of the bits for my channel. So I do have a Discord, and lots of people on there, very, very helpful people on there. I also have a Patreon, and the Patreon is to support a bunch of servers that we've got set up. So we do have an All the Mods 9 server set up right now for everyone to come play, and we've got a bunch of other servers, and as All the Mods gets updated, we also update. If All the Mods 10 comes out, we'll probably have an All the Mods 10 pack up and running. You know, that's how it goes. Anyway, thank you for watching, thanks for joining, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.